Testing. Welcome back to the channel. It has been a while, and this is a small vlog on one of my clients who called me up asking if I could come and help him out with his PC. He could not power on completely. So on this journey I want to take you through the process that I used to check out what was the actual issue, check the motherboard, check other parts, and see if I could fix it. I hope you enjoy this one. Testing mic 1, 2. So I've decided to use the power supply from another case so that I can find out what is wrong with the current power supply that is right here. PC had a Corsair RM750 power supply, and when I checked out the power supply, I found out that it is not powering this rig. It's an AMD PC with an X570 Pro motherboard and with a 1660 MSI Trio Twin Forza card. So I'm currently switching out the power supply that is inside here so that I can find out what is actually wrong, with the build. So I'm going to swap it out and we see what's up. So I managed to swap out the power supply from another computer and brought it to use to test on this PC. I plugged in the 24 pin, I plugged in the CPU power, plugged in the GPU, just to make sure that every part is okay and to make sure that there is nothing that I was forgetting as I'm testing with this new power supply. The power supply, like you've seen before, was a Corsair, the old one, and I thought it was the one that had the issue. So that's why I'm using this new one to test on this board to see. But as you're going to see, unfortunately, I didn't get any type of post from the motherboard, which led me to try out the old power supply in the new machine, as you're going to see in this video. So I've checked and the power supply is doing fine, but we're not getting anything from the new one that I've tried out right now. So I'm going to get the Corsair power supply that came with the PC or the test bench, and we see if this power supply can work in another PC that I have right here. So if this power supply is able to power this machine right here, then I'll be knowing that it is actually not the power supply with the problem, but it is the motherboard of the PC with the test bench that has the issue. So yeah, let me try it out and we see how we can go about it. So troubleshooting this, let me connect and we see what we can get. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect I'm going to connect the CPU power that I have right here. I won't connect CPU power and motherboard power right here. Come on, focus. And we see if we can get a post from this PC. If this power supply is able to power this board and give us a sign of power, then most likely it is the motherboard of the other PC that has an issue. So get this right here. Plug it in. Okay, I think we're in. I think we're all the way in. Then get this guy right here. Come on. And plug it in right there. So I've plugged in both the CPU power and also the motherboard power, and once I switch this thing on, you can see the power supply is fine. We're getting power through this PC, and if I'm to try to power this one, we're getting a post right there. And the power supply fan is going off and it's showing that it is all fine. So unfortunately the client's motherboard is done with the issue, and there's nothing we can do about that apart from swapping out the entire motherboard for something else. So I'm going to call this in. I just hope that it is not the processor that is dead, and I just hope it's only the motherboard that has an issue. But from the way I see things right now, I think the board is dead. Graphics card must be fine unless I test the graphics card in the other PC just to make sure it's also fine. But most likely, from my experience, we have a motherboard failure right here. So yeah, I'm not going to take it so far. I'm just going to leave it at that, set up, and see what I can do with this.
So I called the client and I told him what was up with the motherboard, and I told him he would need a motherboard replacement. That order has been placed, and I'll be updating this video once that motherboard comes. I'll take you guys through the installation, the setup, and anything else you'd want to know. So let's discuss this. Drop your stories on how you've got into a motherboard issue, how you replaced it, or how you fixed it. Was your motherboard dead? Give me your views, and I hope I see you guys in another one.
Samir, why are you blushing? Why are you blushing? Samir, sir.